Well, it was another warm one out there across the 4 states, but that's typical for August. And in fact, we were pretty close to normal. We'll take a look at that in just a moment. But let's look outside right now at the Indigo Sky Casino and Resort down in Seneca, Missouri. You can see a beautiful evening shaping up there too. Just a few altocumulus clouds and even some cirrus thrown in just for good measure. So a pretty pleasant evening if you're heading out and about. As I mentioned, it's been pretty warm today. And for the month of August, we've had 2 weeks above normal on your temperatures, 4 days below normal, and today we were right at normal. Wasn't that a nice change? Here's another change in our forecast too. We've been watching the southwestern Bay of Campeche down the southern Gulf of Mexico. Looks like we might have Tropical Storm Danielle form later on tonight, but the good news is it looks like Danielle's pretty close to land already and is not going to really have a lot of time to intensify. We are expecting her to come ashore in northern Mexico late Saturday night and early Sunday morning, and all that moisture is going to be fed up into Texas, where they desperately need the rainfall, much like here, but the drought has been worse down across Texas, and it looks like they're going to get quite a bit of precipitation from the remnants of Danielle as well as a frontal system dropping down from the north. So that's pretty good news for them. How about our area? Well, we do have some rain on the radar. It's up to the north and west. Now starting to approach Emporia and also north of Wichita. That may start to clip the northwestern parts of our area later on tonight, and it's a harbinger of things to come in our forecast. Temperatures right now are in the mid-80s across our area, still 90s out to the west in Sedan, where it's currently 91 degrees. And when you look at the dew points, they're in the mid-50s to some places in the mid-60s up in Nevada, where they're 64 and 64 in Lamar. And so as a result, on our dew point scale, it goes from not bad to just around sticky. So it's not too bad. It could be much worse, that's for sure. What is pretty bad right now is the pollen. 8.7 today out of 10, and that's going to be the same tomorrow. Most of that's a ragweed and chenopod. So if you're suffering from allergies, that's why. Currently right now in Joplin, a pretty pleasant evening, just some clouds out there, 87 degrees. And it also feels like 87 because the dew point is currently sitting at 60 degrees. Your future track forecast looks like this. Here's that front up to the north and west, dropping down. It's not going to really do too much, just a few scattered showers along that and lows in the mid-70s later on tonight, and then dropping down into the upper 60s to around 71 by tomorrow morning. But notice another front up to the north and west by tomorrow morning. That's going to move in our direction during the day, and that's when we're going to see more thunderstorms possible across our area with highs in the upper 80s to right around 90 degrees. Then that front's going to move through the area, turn our winds around to the north and bring in some drier air with lows in the mid-60s across the area. And then for Sunday, pretty pleasant. Mostly fair skies with northerly winds and temperatures in the mid-80s across our area. Then as we go into Monday morning, lows pretty pleasant, upper 60s to right around 70 degrees. Your rain forecast, most of the heavier rain is going to be up to the north. A few areas could pick up around ½ an inch, but most areas are not going to see a lot of precip, especially out to the west. Your 7-day forecast looks like this. The weekend looks pretty good, especially for your Sunday, but then down as we move into the next week, temperatures still not too bad, in the 90s, but we desperately need some rainfall.
Any rain we can get right now would be welcome.
Absolutely.
Sure. Thanks, Sam.
You're welcome.
Apparently, no